Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamika. I go by she, her pronouns. Um, Today's video is not going to be upbeat. Not that I'm making upbeat videos, because living with chronic pain and living with underlying medical conditions doesn't exactly put you in an upbeat, jolly mood. But what I mean by that is, once again, the Canadian healthcare system never ceases to amaze me to see just how much lower it can actually sink. Um, if you don't have means and resources to privately access a lot of services, especially around mental health, you're going to be on a wait list for weeks, months, depending on where you are. It could be a year or more. Um, Living here within the GTA, the wait lists are incredibly ridiculously long. I'm fortunate enough to be a part of a program, but once again, not everything is for us as Black women. And one of the things that we're focusing on in this program is about developing the therapeutic term is emotional resiliency. So when you've been through something, whether it's a physical illness, whether it's a trauma, a mental health crisis or issue or challenge, then part of your recovery is emotional resiliency, because you're going to be faced with challenges once again in life. And so you want to build on that, so that way you have your own toolbox and kit to help you as you navigate this world. So, one of the things that we were discussing in our session through this program that I'm a part of was emotional resiliency, and they created a list, the team. And one of the first things, just to paraphrase, was take care of yourself physically and make sure you get good nutrition and exercise. Great advice. I live with chronic pain, so tell me, how does that work exactly for me? What does that look like? And I was not the only person that was part of the session that was like, they are aware we have physical limitations and ailments, so telling us to go and get out there and exercise and make sure you get a great night's sleep. And when you're living with chronic pain, I mean, for this morning, I've been up since 4:44. That's actually a good night for me. So, no, I don't have the energy, the drive, the motivation to be on a strict, regimented, or any kind of exercise plan. Then there was another recommendation called, just to paraphrase, something about an event, ideas of pleasant events, things that you can do that you used to do, maybe that you love to do. Can you do them again in order to also to do on a regular basis to help develop your emotional resiliency? I didn't buy it. I really felt it just sounded absolutely ridiculous. Some of the things on there was go for a walk, dawdling, flying a kite. Yeah, I kind of felt like saying in the session, why don't you go fly a kite? The thing is, if you're suffering with chronic pain, if you are living with racial trauma and injustice, which is a combination of what I'm particularly faced with, I'm not seeing how this particular session was beneficial. I understand the underlying theme and the importance and the need for emotional resiliency, but once again, an example, not culturally competent and not culturally applicable to the needs of someone like myself. And from the energy of the other participants, I wouldn't be surprised if some would express similar thoughts. But I'm expressing my thoughts that it wasn't for me. Again, we have this healthcare system that is willing to just plug holes where there's a gaping dam instead of actually rebuilding the dam altogether and trying to save us all from the massive flood. But nonetheless, this is the system, the patchwork system that we're working within. And it's not going to be serving most of us, especially people that look like me, especially for marginalized communities. And once again, for Black women, we're not on anyone's priority list. So yes, it's not happy-go-lucky, upbeat energy that I'm giving you today in any stretch of the imagination. I typically don't. But I'm also not really leaving you with much of a recommendation today. I don't even have the emotional energy and the bandwidth for that. Just to say that this is just one of my small experiences that I'm talking about and how it impacts my day to day. And I just want to share it and get it out there instead of letting it ruminate in my mind over and over and over. But this is what it looks like to get help, to seek supports that are not exactly the greatest of help, but that's all that there is for you. I don't have an unlimited supply of financial resources that I can go and, plop down thousands of dollars and go to a program for 6 months and do all kinds of supports, whether it's acupuncture or chiropractic massage, you name it, equine therapy. I mean, the list is never ending, right? And not to mention so many different therapeutic treatments